might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
How do you feel about corruption?
Corruption nowadays, I think, like it seems to be normal because everybody seems to do it. I think it's not good, but it can occur with everyone.
For me, corruption is like to take advantage to another, to take advantage from another people, not only just a big thing like the politician do, but also like maybe some small thing like you or break the line or something like that.
Corruption in my mind, corruption is selfish in my mind. The people that's always taking the responsibility or always taking the benefits for themselves. They didn't taking care of or they didn't concern about other people.
Okay, so for me, corruption is when the people did not do the job that they're supposed to do. They're supposed to, first of all, the government's supposed to think for the greater good, but they think for themselves. That's one kind of corruption. It doesn't have to be about money. It can be like nepotism. It can be like you get your friends to in the job. You're basically taking the advantages of the other people to give to people that you know as a favor. So that's one kind of corruption that I really dislike.
Corruption is, I think it's a lot of cheating or someone like take advantage of someone, yeah, something like that.
So I think corruption is a very bad things like to have bosses on other people. I think is not good.
Corruption is when people have power to do something that they can, then they are really fit, and they cheat on people like unethically.
Corruption to me is like people in power when they hide stuff from the general people. They use their position to steal or to hide from ordinary people.
Corruption to me, I think is swindling money, like taking money, like for example, a country, like the government, like someone likes to steal money, swindle money.
Corruption, but like in some case, I mean like they can. It's not about corruption. These are like you try to make your work is faster, so you can put more effort, and that effort we call the money to make your work and also easy to achieve your goal. Sometimes like that, but like you know, like in some case, it should not be very serious and like not to compete with people.
So for me, it's to cheat. You break the rules. You didn't do things strictly and ethically.
How can you stop corruption?
Just stop from ourselves. We should stop corrupt ourselves.
So for me, corruption is cheating. So how can I stop the corruption? I think first you have to start from yourself, and then people around you telling them not to cheat or anything like that.
The way that we can stop is like start from ourselves, not to do those things that we think that it was wrong or we think that it was a corruption.
How to stop it? In my way, like we should start from ourselves. We should like know how to give more than get.
How can we stop it? We have to change the culture. We have to enforce the law. It's very, very hard to change it. I read this one book. I'm gonna say really quick. It's called The Jungle. It was written about America like a few hundred, like maybe 200 years ago. And when I read that, I was so amazed because it's so much like Thailand right now. So when I read the book, I was thinking, you know what? Maybe 200 years from now, Thailand could just be like America now. So I think it is possible. And I think that if we really change the system, then we can do that.
The thing is, we have to change our mind and then like talk to each other much more.
How to stop it is like give them punishments. Like if they did something wrong, so you should just punish them and just give them reasons why they should not do this or they should not do this.
Stop it. It depends on oneself, mind and ethic that they can think by themselves, and everyone knows that corruption is wrong, and it depends on individual that they realize it or not. If they don't, it will continue. If they do realize it, it will stop eventually.
The solution to solve the corruption for me is to educate people since the young. Like they have to know that it is not right. They shouldn't do it, and when they grow up, like when they grow up, they will not do it. Like if their perception, they think that it's not the right thing to do, it's break the rules, and if they get severe punishment from the government, so that will be helpful, like they will avoid doing the corruption. And I think that will be one of the solution to solve corruption.
How can you stop